Cure to my... Or, no, let's add Curaga. So I can add Curaga, and now it's on my hotbar. And if I click down... Well, I guess I... Close that. Now if I click down, see, there's Curaga. And I can cast it myself, but I don't have enough MP. So, Curaga was a bad mistake. Let me add Cure on there as well. Or let me unset Curaga. Yeah. And let me add Cure. I should be able to use Cure because it uses 112 MP. But if I try to add a... Your class actions get added when you level up, but not on this private server forever. So if I add like Goring Blade, it doesn't do anything. I can't actually add it. I can add it if I was on a different class, but I can't add it as a Gladiator, which is frustrating. So here, might as well use Cure since I have added it. Yeah. So casting animation. Now I only have 12 HP. And the Cure fails. So that's fantastic. Why do I only have 12 HP? And why did the Cure fail? Oh boy. Well, so these two mobs are added by the server. There's no actual spawn set for them in the database. I think it's just some sort of scripted event. And so I'm going to fight these, and I'll probably die. And the reason why is because they actually never die. So or maybe they do. I guess because I do too much damage to them. So here. I'll get my revenge. Oh, no, he missed. And I died. Because apparently he attacked me for 36 damage. And now I am dead. And the only way you can get back is to... so I have a couple of things here. So you saw I did Cura earlier, which like completely destroyed my HP. So I'm not going to do that again. But I have like Dragoon Jump. I have Elusive Jump. I have Dragonfire Dive. I went through the job skills and added them to my hotbar so I can take pictures of the information, the help on them. So that's why I have a bunch of like Dragoon skills on there. And then I have like Aegis Boon and Cover. And then Stone and Rock Throw, which I can... Actually, I can't throw. Because when I do throw... Yeah, it couldn't find... my face is covering it, but you can't find actor for throw command, so it's not scripted. But we can jump. Let me show you the jump animation. Yeah. That's 1.0. We have some time. I was planning on going to 12. Or planning on going to 10. So let's see. Let me show off some interesting skills. If I had more time, I would show you some law skills. Because there's like, in the data, there's like some really interesting stuff. Like there's a slow spell. There's like a meteor spell, there's a demi spell. It's stuff that, oh, good for you, Hosi. That's a good grind. There's also like 15 different versions of like all the bard skills for some reason. There's like a lot of weird things in there. There's holdovers from Final Fantasy XI that theoretically I should be able to add to my hotbar and use. So the capstone ability for Conjurer in ARR is Holy, which is, or I guess it's White Mage. It's not really a... Is it Conjurer based? I can't remember. I don't think it is. But anyway. But the capstone ability for Conjurer in 1.0 is Repose, which inflicts a target with sleep. which I still find that funny, although I know why it's like that, because combat's really different and like everything here has like crowd control capabilities. But just the fact that your level 50 skill inflicts a target with sleep, that's just, I don't know, it's funny to me. I find weird things funny, guys and girls, and people who are not guys and girls. I already showed the Blemisher one. The Bard one's interesting. So you have the skill. So I mentioned earlier that you have this pouch, and this pouch is where your arrows go. And actually, do I have a bow? I might have a bow. I don't have a bow. But okay. So your pack is where your inventory goes, and that comes from your, and that's something you set from your inventory. And then you have and then if you're an archer, you have a skill called refill that basically refills the arrows in your inventory into your pack so you can use. Because every light attack uses which is called light shot, uses an arrow, as well as all your other attacks, except for like stuff that would make sense to use an arrow. So like a decoy doesn't use an arrow. Heavy shot would. There is no straight shot. You do have like you have quelling strike, which used to be in the game but got removed, and it's now basically in Stormblood it turned into diversion basically. And you have raging strike, which is popular, and it was like the meta for 2.0 when it came out in Heavensward. And you also have Bloodletter, which actually does inflict a bleed attack, which is nice. Marauder skills are... You have Berserk, which basically increases your attack power and reduces your defense, which is what it used to do in modern Final Fantasy XIV. Or, no. Yeah. That's Berserk. And then you also have a skill called Rampage, which increases your attack and parry for every physical attack that hurts you. And then you restore HP on your critical hits. And then they made some interesting changes, or interesting quote-unquote. Like, instead of Path of the Storm, it's Storm's Path. Lancer still learns their first AoE at 42, which is funny. Yeah, because I don't think they have. Yeah, and their whole like mechanic is like you could do Life Surge and get like an absorb HP effect, or you can do what's the other one? Power Surge, yeah, which increases your attack power, reduces defense. So it's kind of like Berserk for Lancers. But not only do you have Dread Spike, you also have Doom Spike, which is single target. And you still have Chaos Sauce, and then Disembowel is a Dragoon move. But yeah, so that's kind of like the skills and stuff. I hate the icons. They're like visually confusing for me to look at. I do think it's nice how like because it's kind of important, because cross-skill things, and you kind of need a way to say, hey, this is a Dragoon skill, or this is a skill that uses a sword. That part's nice. The traits don't have like any fancy like icons or anything like that. They're all the same. And there's no like real like cool traits. I think the only cool traits is the one that Dragoon has, which is like your TP generation goes up. Everything else, it's like it increases one of your stats, or it increases or it reduces like your cast time or like powers. Although if you want to see something really wacky, let me put on my trusty pickaxe again. Oh, it didn't go through. because I'm in active mode. It's funny they don't even let you. They will let you open the. Why am I? I don't want them to return. Yeah, so that's annoying. Actions and traits. Or no, gear. Bronze pickaxe. Okay, so here's Maria in her underwear again. And you know, they say that in 1.0 your model has ass, and I guess you have a little bit of an ass. I don't know. I think the whole butt slider thing is a little blown out of proportion, personally. That's just me. Well, really quick achievements. You have, for all of your achievements, you have a different achievement NPC you talk to, who will give you achievement points based on what you do. Kind of like the system it had now. Earlier, Maya, I do understand. I still think it's a little overblown. You have these, so kind of like Johannes back in Gridania in the first game, which he actually is in achievement NPC here. Yeah, Jonathas. He's the seasonal event one. So in order to unlock the category, you have to talk to that NPC, they unlock it, and then you get achievement points which you can buy things with. Okay. Maya, use what I use, because it makes my butt look good. Out of context. Okay. So, earlier in the stream I talked about these gathering abilities, and how you would play the minigame, and then these random abilities would pop up that you're able to proc. Some of these abilities actually increase your stats temporarily. And like, not just like gathering stats. Like this one increases your mind. This one increases your vitality. This one increases your intelligence. This one increases your strength. And then dexterity and piety. None of these are used in like gathering, so what I'm kind of wondering is if you used to have in the gathering mechanic, if your battle stats affected your rate of gathering certain items, which is just completely wacky to me. And it also goes back because there is one